Welcome back, everybody. It's Coach Andrew, and today is day 2 of the greatest beginner running plan um, that I could think of. So, today we're going to talk about easy running, and we're going to go over 3 things with easy running. We're going to go what exactly it is, how do you find the easy pace that you're supposed to be running your easy runs at, and the third thing will be why is that important? Why do we do easy running at all? It doesn't make sense. Well, it will. So, the first thing that we're going to get into is what exactly is easy running, or more scientifically, zone 2 running. You'll hear that zone 2, the zone 2 term thrown out a lot if you get into the running circle and running world, but it essentially just means easy running. And so, as a good definition, easy running is the pace at which your body burns fat, increases blood flow, and improves mitochondrial growth without overstimulating and um, you know, overdoing uh, your body's potential for training. Um, and so, why do we easy run? And the easiest, most simple reason is because it's the most sustainable way to train cardio without over fatiguing yourself in the process of the training that we do. Um, but so how do we find this pace? Is the question that you're likely asking yourself. And so, first thing I'm going to say is that easy pace isn't an actual pace, it's a feeling. And a lot of people don't listen to how their body's feeling when they're trying to run an easy run. And so, some things to take into account before we start actually running is going to be, how much rest have I had in the past 24 hours? How much sleep have I had in the past 24 hours? Did I run hard yesterday? Have I eaten enough food throughout the day? Am I properly fueled? And have I been drinking water throughout the day so that I'm hydrated, so that I'm feeling good? These are all things that are necessary to take into consideration when we are trying to find this easy pace and trying to run easy. Um, they they'll either negatively or positively affect these things. And I'll go over some of those things in more detail in later videos. But for now, we're just going to focus on how to find that easy pace. And so there's a 3-step process that I like to use with my athletes to find their easy pace, especially when we're first starting out. Um, we're going to start with a brisk walk for 2 minutes. And the reason we start off with a brisk walk and not immediately starting to run is because I want to get this heart rate elevated, but we don't want to start out too fast. We can always get faster within our run and, at later stages of training. But for now, we want this easy run to truly be an easy run. And so we're just going to elevate that heart rate a little bit in the first 2 minutes to kind of get a gauge of where we at. Okay. After the 2 minutes, at the same pace that we were walking, we're just going to start a jogging motion at the same pace. Okay. And so this is to elevate the heart rate just a touch more, but also, like I said, we're not going to run too fast. After we elevate, we start jogging a little bit, elevating that heart rate just a touch more. Finally, if you're with a partner, you're going to start talking to that partner. I've hoped you've already been talking to that partner before, but we're really going to make it a concern of ours to talk to that partner. And the reason for that is because we don't want to ever feel out of breath when we're running easy and talking. And so it's a really good way to gauge whether or not you're running too hard. And if you ever start to feel out of breath, back off the pace. You know that it's not bad to ever back off the pace on an easy run. You do more for yourself by doing that than running too hard. And so that's what you should do if you're with a partner. Now, if you're without a partner and you're running by yourself, um, for the first 5 minutes, I want you to sing your favorite song to yourself out loud. I know this can be a little bit embarrassing. Trust me, I don't think anyone really cares that much about your music abilities. But the point of this is the same way as talking to a partner. If we're ever out of breath, we want to back off the pace and we want to get back to a more sustainable, easy pace for the amount of run that we are going to do. Okay. And so for my beginners, I'd like you to do this for the first 2 weeks of your easy runs. I don't want you doing anything more um, than that easy pace. And you can keep doing it for longer, but at least for the first 2 weeks. So, and and now finally, you're gonna probably say to me, well, Andrew, I see everybody on Strava and they're running 8-minute pace, 7-minute pace, even 6-minute pace on easy runs. Why are we not going to run 6-minute pace on? So my answer to that is because we care about the purpose of this easy run, right? We want to run at a pace that will prepare you and allow you to recover for the next hard workout that we do. And an easy run is not a hard workout. It's easy. Unlike, your middle school football days where coach was, grinding your ass for, 2 hours, like we gotta hit hard. We gotta, go all at it for 2 hours every day. That's not the approach that you should be taking in your running journey. We want to be sustaining this cardio so we can continue to feel good in our training and continue to get faster and more fit as we go through this cycle, because that'll make running easier in the future. And then finally, your easy pace is going to naturally get faster over time, right? But the easiest way to get injured or to make sure that doesn't happen is to go too fast initially. And so, if you want a great example of this, I would follow John Career on Strava. John is a world a world leader in the marathon. He's ranked 202. He's a Chicago marathon champion, and he runs his easy pace at 9-minute to like 10, 11-minute miles. And so if John can do it, so can you. So like I said, we've gone over what is easy running, how to find it, and why it's important. And so on your next run, let's make sure we get out there and let's not stress ourselves too much. Let's just have a good time.